Peace. Sunday, October the 20th, Sunday, Monday, campaign trail. We on the trails, we on the happy trails or the pain trails, but we here with the new sound equipment, getting it together, making me want to. Can I throw up my yeah, man. Make me want to test some sounds out. Throw up my man, what's good? News and views and reviews. A whole lot going on, I guess, on the campaign trail when it comes to the politics side of the game with Trump and Harris, or Emhoff, Trump and Emhoff. That's a whole ish show over there. Nate the Greatest was good with you. Man. Yeah, it's Sunday, man. It's a lot going on. I reached out for a couple of people that I'm gonna get on the pod, on the stream with me regarding, some of this hip hop stuff, some of this rap stuff. And, a lot of stuff going on with my rap peers. It's a lot of pressure. You're finna bust some pipes. A lot of pressure about to bust some pipes. It's going to turn into this. Yeah, it's going up. It just make me, Can I throw up my it's about to get interesting, very entertaining. Nate the Greatest, Keith McCauley, salute. Bearded Conversations, salute. Yeah, bro, C, man, we here. Just trying to step up my game. I'm gonna hook this camera up pretty soon, maybe tomorrow or something like that, so it ain't weird, grainy looking, because I'm on this Wi-Fi, but I got a 4K camera. I done had all this new mic stuff. I just been lazy, BSing. Doing, living life, doing the family thing and trying to juggle this on the side, but about to lean into this a little more since I got a reason to now. Turn it up a little controversy, little YouTube so-called controversy. It ain't nothing. It's just fun. But I reached out to who I reached out to. Well, I ain't gonna give it away. I won't give it away. But yeah, we're gonna really start telling some stories, some real East Side stories, some real FOI side stories, some real rap West Coast G mover and shaker muscle man stories. If God willing. George Allen, what's up with you? Walaikum salam. Yeah, cousin Pookie on the couch. Yep. What up with you? Phil Mo, what up? Campaign football type Sunday. That's right, Lionel Gets. It has reported some bad news about Charleston White in Chicago. Have you heard? No, I think that's a troll. I just literally seen him on a, well, anyway, I ain't gonna give it up. I think that's a troll. Yeah. Because I was right before I got on live right now, I was looking at Anton Daniels, I think YouTuber out of Detroit, that got an interview with dude. So I know he probably pre-recorded it, but the title of it says "I'm not deleted, I'm not deceased." So I'm pretty sure that's accurate. What up, Nitstappy? Nitsatip. How you pronounce that? Because I don't even know what I'm reading on that. But peace to you, God. We here, man. We just here campaigning, Sunday schooling. Ain't no set subject. I'm actually just here, just testing out my little sound effects. Hey. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you couldn't take it from a soldier. I hate to say I told So yeah, we just gonna be playing around with with a whole lot of stuff in the days to come. You know what I'm saying? Might kick it off this evening. We're gonna go in, we're gonna make a whole lot of people uncomfortable. A whole lot of people that used to be comfortable is gonna be very, very uncomfortable. And you know, the tables turn, the tides change. Everybody ain't signed up for what I signed up for, so I ain't trying to, you know, it's not messiness. It's just, you know, it's just pressure bust pipes. That's all. And it's separation time anyway. Just same like what's going on with this campaign trail, like I said, of these fakers, these politicians, these fruit pies, the magicians. So that's separating us anyway, right? That's causing a distinction. That's causing a separation and division from people that believe in this foolishness and the people that know better. So it's time for us to be separated when it comes to that, you know. So we've been waiting so long and so patiently and so painfully. So now that we get to, I don't even know what to do with myself. This ain't even work. It's so much stuff, man. I don't even know where to start. So I got some of my people that's helping me, you know, schedule it out and roll certain things out. Shouts out to G Malone, Glasses Malone, Big Steel, you know, Digital Soapbox Network and Media and Podcast. Shouts out Special Ed. You know what I'm saying? I got it made, Special Ed. So, you know, it's a lot of things going on. I'm gonna actually be reaching out for some of the, you know, my crew members and see which ones want to holler at me. My, you know, old lynch mob crew homies, whether it's Sir Jinx, JD, KD, Yo, whoever, Mac 10. You know what I'm saying? Gonna bring the band back together. You know, the Blues Brothers, all of us Blues brothers and sisters. No, it ain't that kind of party. I just like, you know, I just like hearing stories. I'm really on some FOI stories though. I'm really on FOI stories because that's what I really represent. And, you know, I've been so quiet and holding so many jewels, so much critical, confidential information. And most of it is going to stay confidential. But I just want to poke some little bears and see if they real bears, they grizzly bears or they teddy bears. That's all. I just want to poke some bears, see what happened. You know, experiment on high explosives, high explosion. See what happened. See if I can cause some earthquakes. Zev, what would it take for that death certificate crew to come back together? Well, I don't, you know, some of us is not alive anymore. So, but I wouldn't be the one to ask that. You know, that wasn't my album. But peace to you. Yeah. But some things is too late. It's too late. You know, I personally, you know, and I'm gonna talk about that. I ain't gonna go on it right here because we got a whole layout. But I talk live with y'all every day, just like it's just, you know, intimate, me and you talking like Kanye say. And you know, people been, I ain't gonna say they've been scared of me, but they know by God's permission, you know, what my little whatever was and is. So I just try to it'll come out gradually. If y'all ask me some right questions or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I'll give you some right answers. Chris Taylor, salute. Which Chris Taylor? That ain't my OG, is it? It ain't Chris Glove Taylor. Peace to you. I'm not sure, but salute. Zev, but let's say you guided Ice Cube. I know you cut his Jerry curl. Yeah, that ain't guidance. Yeah, nah, it's you know, it's just about the influence that we was blessed to be able to have, and we still have, and we never made it known. So most of it I still would never make it known. But yeah, like I said, I wanna want to avenge, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not, I don't know. I can't. It's just had to come out naturally. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that's not here or that's not able or willing or whatever to speak up and speak for themselves. And that's why I even fell out with a lot of people in the industry, because I was riding for them. Like I was the one riding for, like, I didn't care about these dudes, man. Like I was riding for the people that I saw that they was misusing. Because none of them were misusing me. But I saw that, some of them will use me to be able to scare or have other people in check. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole lot, and we're gonna get into it. So, bro, Z, Cam got it. Q, the minister and the teachings. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to hold it in. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all gonna be very entertained and very pleased. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, I come on here live and just chop it with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just share ideas, see what y'all thinking, see what y'all feeling, see what kind of problems we can help solve. Solution-based conversations and stuff like that. So that's what we do here. That's all we doing. Maddie, you say the Raiders. Raiders over there blowing, right? I ain't even into sports and all that like that. Sport and play, foosball. I mean, I would do it personally. I was the kind of person, I just like to play sports. I don't like to watch them. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, what's on y'all minds, man? Let's talk. Sunday school. It don't have to be about church. It don't have to be about religion, but we can talk about some real stuff. I seen Trump at McDonald's. Seen Trump on fries at McDonald's trolling Kamala Harris or Kamala Imhoff. That was hilarious. I seen Usher. I guess Usher is, supporting Harris now. I just thought I seen him on The View or something saying that he don't get into that type of stuff. So maybe he worked out a deal that if Harris become president, they'll make sure the Diddy files don't come out, on the Diddy tapes that he have on him, and make sure that don't come out. So I don't know. It be all kind of curious and interesting things or reasons. When you not tied down to these devils and you ain't got no deals with the devils, I can express my opinions. I can speak freely without being scared to upset this deal or break this NDA clause or break this, disparaging this product or this company clause. I don't give a damn about none of it. It feels so good to be free. You know what I'm saying? It feels so good to be free, to be able to speak and walk the walk and talk the talk. Everybody else got to figure out. Only thing that's not free to me is, I'm on YouTube, so I got to watch saying the J word, the small cap type situations. You know what I'm saying? What I seen? Shouts out Lord Jamar. I seen Lord Jamar apologizing for calling Harris Imhoff the B word. I wouldn't have apologized for that. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can call anybody that, like if I really rap and I say that word anyway, I'm not going to apologize because I said it about her. I'm going to say it and stand on it. You know what I'm saying? I meant it. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? If you never going to use that word again to nobody and you just really just apologize because you just try not to use that word ever about nobody, then I can see that. But nah, if you're gonna call anybody a B or a 304 or a devil or a Satan, it needs to be those big, most highest profile people. That's my view. That's my opinion. Well, I'm gonna say that about somebody small, you know what I'm saying, that ain't really impacting my life too much. No, I'm gonna say them big insulting words to big people, to big enemies. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out though, but I'm just looking at all of the celebrities or whatever, you know, that's picking their sides, you know what I'm saying? And I'm loving it. Like McDonald's, like Trump at McDonald's, I'm loving it. Loving to see the teams getting chosen, people picking their sides. I do want to know, what do y'all think is going to happen after the election? Like, are you going to feel comfortable? Is things going to be all right? If your person wins, things are going to be all right. Oh, our person won. He's going to do this. He's going to do what? Or if it's she, oh yeah, she's going to, so America is going to be what now? What do y'all think is going to happen? What's going to be the benefits if your person win, the person that you want to win? What's going to be the benefit? What's going to be different? We already had 4 years of this. So we know if Imhoff wins, it's going to be 4 more years of this direction, rainbow, pushing peas, Planned Parenthoods, and all of that, right? And I ain't gonna do nothing just for reparations, just to benefit Black people. So we already know that that's what this, current administration is about. And what happened during the 2 hurricanes and the FEMA and the $750 and giving billions and billions to Ukraine and Israel and whoever else, immigrants. So you're going to get more of that. So if you're happy with that, then I guess you'll be feeling relieved. Like, whew, at least we know where our tax dollars ain't going. But, either way, no matter who is the president, there's going to be war. Either way, because the war is already getting kicked off before the election. The violations have already got kicked off. So if they intended to do war against Iran, they already kicked it off. They're already helping Israel do what Israel is doing against Iran and Palestine and all of that. So that's already happening. So whether Trump be in or old girl continue to be in, that's war is already, they didn't already kicked it off. It's already kicked off. So whoever gets behind the Titanic captain seat is gonna take the country down anyway. But I just like observing, and I like getting y'all's blood off my hands. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see this new who performing at Kamala Harris campaign and who's trick whoever was out coming out for Trump, like, all right, man, yeah, I guess. I'm pretty sure they making y'all some good promises or paying you well to come out and do something. You know, I know people ain't just gonna come out there and do that for nothing. So I ain't gonna knock they grind. Get what you can get, I guess. Lano gets, I believe we will be Venezuela part 2 or 2.0. Governments fighting for legitimacy. Ahmad Jibril continue to finance the state of Israel. I mean, we'll see. I mean, maybe Trump will do the same. I don't know. We won't see until we see, right? Andinet Bruce. If Trump wins Project 25, if Trump wins, then it's going to be Project 25. Energized such and such nationalist based, maybe camps. Let me pin that so I won't be scrolling up. If Imhoff wins, more war, trying to hold the status quo, and white such and such still getting such and such, we lose anyway. But which one is the lesser of the evils? And Annette, which one is the lesser of the evils? Because that's what was forced on us 4 years ago. So let's not make them equal now. Let's actually use the same scale that we did 4 years ago. One of them, you have to pick one. You have to pick one. Which one is the best? Based on the history of both terms, because we got both terms that we can look back on. Which one was the best? Which one was black people doing the best under? Let's do that. Let's not make them equal and say we effed either way, because that's not what we said 4 years ago. So let's not say it now. Let's use the same energy and the same rules that we was used on us 4 years ago. Which one is the lesser of two evils, Antoinette? And what y'all think? I see Zev say Trump, Lano say Trump. What y'all think? Which one is the lesser of two evils? Kamala Emhoff and her history of the last 4 years, just about, or Trump and his last, his presidency? Which one was the lesser of the evils? Bro, see, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So Trump. Are we going to be honest? I mean, are we going to be honest? Because everybody going to try to say, well, they was cleaning up this one's mess, and this one is cleaning up this one's mess, and everybody's cleaning up everybody's mess. That's their excuse. But the straight question that I ask is, which one did we do the worst under? Which one did we do the worst under? And which one did we do the best under? Which one was the lesser of evils that we lived under as black people? Can we be honest about that? Under that, if you are held captive and your such and such offers you a choice for dinner, either a bowl of diarrhea or a plate of solid stew, which one is worse? No choice is no choice. No choice is no choice. That's not how the orange man got took out of office. Let's use that that's not how the orange man didn't get took out. Sisters. It was the sisters with that whole lesser of two evil logic. So if you're a sister, you know what I'm saying, I'm putting that back at you. It's not equal. Nobody is equal. We can clearly see the condition that America and black people was in under both presidents. It's not equal. So are we going to be honest, or are we just going to be saying, oh, they both trash? Zev, reps are wolves and bite your such and such off, and Dems are foxes and are always scheming. Lano said we did worse under Biden. Rob Moses, Kamala wants our sons to wear dresses. Which one is worse? If so, even if both of them are bigots, both of them are so-called whichever supremacists, because Harris is definitely pro her husband's people. She's not pro our people. You heard what she said, and you've seen our history of what she did to our men. You see who she, has committed to. So are we gonna be honest about it, or are we gonna just keep playing? Wants us to wear dresses. Trump is conservative, even though he's supposed to be redneck, supremacist, whatever. He's still with the natural nuclear family. He's still pushing natural nuclear, two gender lifestyle realities, and you know what I'm saying. Not none of this transmission your children and transmission this, and he's boldly, loudly saying he's all the way against all of that. And I've never seen anything like it in your life, and it's crazy. And as soon as I'm president again, I'm a arrest or I'm an outlaw, make it illegal for all these schools and doctors and all these institutions that's pushing that. They're gonna be criminalized. So is that wrong, or is that right? Is that more like wrong, or is that more like right? Even though he's supposedly be so bigoted and this and that, is that conservative position wrong, more wrong, or more right? Bro, see, Harris people in India calls us the untouchables. Yeah, they caste system. And if y'all seen Candace Owens, like, that's the best journalist out right now for this whole campaign, Candace Owens. And they both got white husbands, right? So you can't say one is more such and such than the other. They're equal. Both of them claiming black girl magic. Both of them got white husbands, but only one of them is running for a president to rule over us. The other one is just a journalist that's spreading, information that wants us to be informed about who's trying to rule us and what scams and hoaxes that she said that they're running on us. You know what I mean? Trump better bring another round of stimulus checks. I mean, how can he do that? He can't do nothing until he in office, right? So it's not about what he better do. We can only go on what he did do. Everybody can make promises, which they have done and which they doing. But which ones actually delivered on whatever percentage of their promises that had black people living better than they living right now? All politicians gonna make promises and shit that they not gonna keep. But based on what we see that actually happened, which one is the lesser of the two evils? Can we just agree on that? You know what I mean? Can we just agree on that? I don't care about no other people. I don't care about, on this question that I want answered. I'm talking about no other people, no other countries, no other nothing. Our condition is unique. That's why we're saying, do you support reparations for black people? Not for all oppressed people, not for all colored people. You know what I'm saying? Not for all groups that have been marginalized. None of that BS. Black descendants of slaves, the 40 acres and a mule people. That's all I'm concerned about. I don't care if I got to be the president like Obama. I'm the president for all people. Well, that's why you don't represent me. Why would I vote for you and you just saying I'm the president for all people? I'm not going to do nothing special for you. When I see you doing something special for all these other groups, these new Rainbow Skittles groups, these new Ukraine groups, these new immigrant Venezuelan groups, the old group Israel, you doing everything for everybody, but you don't know how to do nothing for us specifically. Who came the closest? Which president in our lifetime has come the closest to actually doing something, especially speaking on it? If we're going to play the pandering game and who talks the best, who can lie to us the best, ain't nobody said as good as much stuff as Trump said. Trump literally was going to black colleges and black entrepreneurial little youth conventions saying black people built America. The slaves built America. You know what I'm saying? Telling them to their face and then telling them what his plans is to do for them or whatever, $500 million or $500 billion or whatever he was offering. And it wasn't like what Imhoff is doing, Kamala Imhoff, where you saying, "Oh, I'm changing it up at the last minute." This whole 4 years, and I ain't gonna do nothing specifically for black people, but right a week or 2 weeks before the election, I'm gonna give y'all weed. I'm gonna make marijuana legal for y'all that want to sell weed. That's the reparation plan. And it ain't even specifically for us. It's for anybody. All the little plans that she talking about she gonna do for us, she just changed the name off some old plan to call it the black plan. And if you look at it, it's not specifically for us. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get them benefits. It's not for us. Can anybody get them $38 billion budget that you're giving to Israel? Can we get some of that $38 billion security budget that you're giving strictly to Israel? Or is that strictly for Israel? I'm saying, can we get some of them $24 billion budget that you just gave to Ukraine? Is that strictly for Ukraine, or can we get some of that? because that all happened this administration within the last 3 years when we couldn't get $750. The mayor, the white mayor daughter in Hurricane Helene or Milton, she didn't even qualify for the $750. They gave her half. She got $300 and something. Oh, and he was on the news. I posted it last week. So if we playing a pandering game, who actually panders better? Who's actually the better panderer? You know what I'm saying? And has put his pandering money and pardoning of black convicts where his mouth is. Mm-hmm. So, and why would we be doing this stuff right now at the end of the game? Why you didn't make this your priority? If we the ones that was the people that got rid of the orange man for you, and our vote was so important, why didn't you do all of this for us in the beginning of this administration? Why did you push the Fauci juice on us? Why did you say in the first 100 days, I want to get 100 million Americans, blacks first, Fauci juiced? And you can't go nowhere unless you get it. You can't work. You can't travel. You can't visit your parent, your family in the hospital. You can't. Oh, that's how you put us first. We forgot, huh? We got amnesia. How soon we forget? All you got to do is throw a concert for us and bring out Usher and Megan Thee Stallion and a few people, and it's all cool. I wish y'all forgive y'all baby daddies that quick. I wish that's all it took for y'all to forgive y'all baby daddies. Saying, but hey, what do I know? But like I said, if we playing the pander game, you know what I'm saying? If we playing the pander game, then Trump was doing some pretty good pandering. But I guess y'all don't like the fact that he's white. He can't help being white. He's white. What's wrong with him being white? What's wrong with him loving white first? That's his nature. That's his identity. God made him white first, right? God made him white. Is that a sin? Is that a sin for him to relate to his own race first? Are y'all thinking that the president is supposed to supersede nature? The seat of the presidency is supposed to supersede the laws of nature? Then y'all are the biggest fools on the planet. I don't care. You got a domesticated lion or something like that. You think he gonna be a vegetarian? I'm saying, you think he gonna not like meat just because you know how to pet him and you raised him? You can't change a creature's nature. But I guess y'all think y'all can. I think you think this voting thing is a miracle. This is a miracle from God that changes the nature of human beings and shit. Right. Trump was just at McDonald's. I don't know if that was a hood McDonald's, but Trump be in the hood. But he's white. Y'all just, that's the whole, it's a whole race card that's being played. It's a race and gender card that's being played. We try to use subliminally and subconsciously, we want change. We want something different, which really is suggesting something different other than a white man ruling us. They're not, that's not the case, because it's not one, the presidency don't rule nothing. You can have a little figurehead puppet, a little flower girl or flower boy that's black or brown or white. But even the white man that's the president is not running the show. It's the majority group of white small cap powers behind him that's running the show. So no matter who sits in the little president seat, that's not who running the show. That's not who put them there. That's not who selected them. That's not who approved them and sanctioned them. That's not who sponsored and funded them. That's not who they're not beholden to. We so blind, deaf, and dumb. We think this voting stuff really worked. We think the president actually moved something other than his puppet mouth or her puppet mouth. So we deserve what we get. So we'll see very soon, right? We're going to see how we feel and how whoever the president is, how they treat us that put them there, how we treat it. Yeah. Right. Joe and Kamala passed out pipes and donuts and weed and chicken and beer, and you know, if you take the Fauci jab. Trump fired Fauci. Trump fired the FBI director. You know, once Trump find out, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, who the rats are or who the agents are in his circle, he fires them. You know what I'm saying? And then he makes war with him. And then and then it's a big feud behind the whole scene because he's really trying to drain his big brother deep state swamp. It don't mean that he's doing it for a righteous reason. Please don't believe that I'm saying that dude is righteous. He could be totally wicked, but his motivation is good enough to go to war with our enemies better than we can. So whatever his motivation is, it has led him to go to war with our biggest enemies, historically, which has been the FBI, the CIA, the IRS, the mainstream media, the Treasury or the Federal Reserve people, the pharmaceutical industry, big names like George Soros and Bill Gates and all these. Dude is calling them out. Dude is saying that these are the corrupt, very rich and powerful, evil people. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to delete him. You know what I'm saying? He's calling them out. He's saying that George Soros funded Black Lives Matter, the fake BLM scam, you know, rainbow black female thing that was causing all kind of unrest and that was playing the race card so heavy, acting like they was on our side, like Soros and his small cap camp are brothers in the struggle against white supremacists. You ain't never heard white people saying white supremacists, or they're, you know, like they on our side before. You ain't never heard that before. Why are you just now hearing that since Trump was president? What do they know about Trump and what Trump represents? What do they know about why the members of, you know, Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X, Minister Farrakhan back in the day, we had an understanding and came to a regular agreement and communication with the Klan, the KKK, with the American Nazi Party, you know what I'm saying? With even groups today that y'all say, the Scientology and these other white people, like, they done sold out. They dealing with white people. What is the deal, though? We dealing with them like what? You know what I'm saying? So y'all are gonna see. Y'all are gonna see in a few hot little days. A few hot days. Yep. Why you think the people that's pandering to you ain't got worse intentions for you? The people that you recognize and that's letting you know what they think and what they feel and how, you know, what their position is, that them the ones you're supposed to respect. You're supposed to respect the Klan more than the liberals. You're supposed to respect the Nazi Party or anybody that's going to let you know, like a man, face to face, mouth to mouth, what their position is towards you, how they think, how they feel towards you, and they respect how you feel towards them. It wasn't a one-way power struggle. I mean, you know, one-way street. They gave the nation, I ain't say they, but this particular oil baron dude that had links to the KKK. Yeah. They know what we call them. They know the God and the threats and the doom and all that stuff. Like, they know, ain't nobody bit their tongue talking to them. They know. And they highly placed, they have highly placed Freemasons and Shriners, you know what I'm saying, secret society elders that know. Why y'all don't know? Why y'all don't understand that you have to deal with your enemy? You have to sit down with them. You can't be on some emotional, they're racist. They don't like this people. They don't like that people. Well, they in power. Unless you got some Jesus rocket ship, you know, weapons or something like that, you in their ass pocket. You don't have, that's why you want to conform so much. That's why you, man, we can't fight them, man. We got to just vote. We got to go with what they system is. Well, I know you don't. I ain't never voted in my life. The leader of the nation ain't never advocated voting. Only voting that we did lately was Barack Obama, and that was just to show solidarity. And Minister Farrakhan asked his teacher back in the day, you know, dear Holy Apostle, you know, is there any value in that? And, you know, and in the civil rights movement? And his teacher, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, said, yeah, yes, sir, brother, when it fails. That's the value in it. When it fails. Then they're going to see it's a waste of time, and then they're going to finally have to come this way. They're going to have to submit and come this way, because God going to whoop on they so much for keep on trying to hug and hold on to their former slave masters in their system, that he going to let it fail miserably, humiliatingly miserably. Just like with this pandemic stuff. Everybody got so outraged and said, how dare Minister Farrakhan squander his influence to publicly tell people on Diddy's network, because everybody else banned him and wouldn't let him speak. The 2020 Criterion message lecture that he had, when he told the whole world, do not take, don't do the Fauci thing. No matter what, told Africa, told us, told everybody, don't do that. Yeah. So, and then you got weirdos. Like, I mean, it's clear as day. You know what I'm saying? So we fear these people because we worship them, we love them, we want closeness and nearness to them. They traumatize us for so many centuries, so we don't believe God really exists. Yet we got a cross on our neck and saying, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. It's all lies. It's all hypocrisy and lies. It's all lies. Rob Moses, minister, does not like the Dems or the Republicans. He not with none of that. But he told us that Trump was chosen by God. Trump was chosen by God to be the president the 4 years that he was the president. Trump was the closest one to a president that would have been willing to sit down with Farrakhan. It almost happened. He had Omarosa. Remember Omarosa that was in Trump's camp, and she was speaking real favoringly towards Farrakhan, you know what I'm saying? So, but, at that time he had his handlers around him. He was new to being the president. He was learning the game, peeping out the cracks and peeping out the leaks and peeping out the plants and the little small hat, agents that he had around him. He couldn't really move and shake like he wanted to. Not saying that he, is, like I said, Pharaoh was willing to, after he got hit with all kind of plagues after plagues, like the pandemic, Pharaoh finally broke it on down, you know what I'm saying? Because he was trying to give Moses and the slaves little pieces. If y'all know anything about the Bible, this is Sunday school. Go and look at the book of Exodus. You know what I'm saying? And it tells you the story about Pharaoh, Moses and Moses and Aaron and Pharaoh, and how, Pharaoh didn't never want to let his former slaves go all the way with what they deserved, what they was owed. So it took 9 or 10 plagues that Moses had to call down, from the power of God, because God had given Moses and Aaron a rod or, power to call down plagues, for power over the forces of nature, to call and command the forces of nature to bring down plagues on Egypt, on Pharaoh and his people, his country, this is the modern Pharaoh, America. And the people that enslaved us, that people, that race, right? The Egyptians. So it took 9 times, he'd try to give you, okay, you can get out of here, but, I'm not going to give you all of the gold and all of the such and such that you deserve. And then he'll go back to God. Moses will go back to God. He won't, he ain't giving it. Okay, we'll go back and do this and call down this plague and call down this plague. He had to go back and forth 9 or 10 times. If you believe in the Bible, it's Sunday school. If you believe in the Bible, why did it take 9 times or 10 times, 10 plagues? Why didn't it just take 1 plague? Why did God play with and go back and forth, allow this shit to go back and forth 10 times before he finally sent that last plague of death, which took out Pharaoh's son? And he was so broken and, that he was like, just go, just take him go. Cause he was grieving over his son. But then once, he caught his second little win, he was like, after you go slay him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody claim to be Christians. It's Sunday. They claim to be so much Christians and don't read Nan's story. Can't even put 2 and 2 together. Can't see that we the absolute people that fulfill every part of that story. But we want to vote for Pharaoh. We want to vote into the Egyptian system, the one that just was enslaving us. We trying to get promised land from Pharaoh by joining on the Pharaoh and the Egyptians. So we deserve exactly what we get. And it speaks on the people that chose to recognize Moses and Aaron and Exodus. They did separate and went into the wilderness and the desert and had their own little trials and tribulations because it was so hard out there. They had to live poor for 40 years and they start murmuring and mumbling and complaining against Pharaoh, saying that you brought us out here to starve us and this and that. So they got their ass punished because they start turning hypocrites against God's messenger. They was like, well, we should have just stayed with Pharaoh. At least when we was Pharaoh, we had this and we had that and we had this. Like, oh, okay. So God sent fiery serpents to sting and bite them, and many of them died according to the Bible. So, but the ones that stayed with Pharaoh got their whole A double scribble beat out there. You know what I'm saying? So those that was in the outer court got devoured, got totally demolished. The ones that chose to stay with Pharaoh, they got totally demolished. But at least the ones that left Pharaoh and attempted to roll with Elijah and Farrakhan for 40 years, they just died out. If they was on some hypocrite stuff, they just died out. But all of this is over with. We don't understand that it's over with. Nothing is going to go the way that you want it to go. Nobody that votes, none of this is going to go none of the way that you want it to go. You know what I'm saying? And the net. So Trump is going to negotiate an independent black nation. Hop on this live with me. You never hopped on a live with me before. Hop on this live with me. Let's talk a few minutes. And the net, Bruce. I don't know if you're a dude. I don't know if I'm saying your name right or wrong. But hop on here. That's an excellent question that I want to hear your voice. I want to hear you ask it. I want the people to be able to see us, talk about it real quick. Silent but violent. Fat Joe is Team Harris. Hey man, you find out a lot about people at the bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, full count. Trump is going to negotiate an independent black nation. Are you a Christian, and the net? It's Sunday. That's why I say Campaign Trail Sunday School Live. Because everything I say is really, prophecy based, is really God body based, and God not meaning God, a spook spirit religion God, but the God that you see when you look in the mirror. That's God. So whoever is the ruler after a certain 400 and something year time span is going to fulfill Pharaoh. And whoever is present that represents God is going to fulfill Moses or Aaron, right? So do you believe in the Bible or do you believe in the Quran? What do you believe in? What is your spiritual faith called? Let's talk about it. Anybody on here a Christian that disagree with my interpretation? Anybody here a Muslim? Anybody here Hebrew that disagrees with my interpretation? I'm inviting you to get on the live with me. Let's talk about it. Let's share some ideas. Let's reason together. Let's let the people see and hear us lay out certain cases and arguments and use deductive reasoning and check off all of the things that we fulfill versus all of the things that we don't fulfill. Can we do that? And Annette. Arthur Clements, salute. Thank you, Arthur Clements. I got your Cash App, man. Much, much, much appreciated. Man, I couldn't continue to do it without people like yourself, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Trump is going to negotiate an independent black nation. I don't even really understand that question. You saying Trump is going to negotiate with an independent black nation? You know, Harry Truman, way back in 1945, negotiated to produce the state of Israel, right? That was way back in 1945 when we didn't have nowhere near the technology and the infrastructure and the equipment that we have today. And they got that done in 1 year. They start migrating the first 100,000 white Ashkenazi Jewish victims of the Holocaust, German Jewish victims of the Holocaust, into Palestine. So how much more can we get done today for black people if that was able to get done way back in 1945 in 1 or 2 years? And we've been taking care of them ever since for 76 years. So why wouldn't Trump, know how to negotiate an independent black nation? Oh, so you a brother? Andinet means unity in Ethiopian. It's not feminine. It's not the same as Antoinette. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a man, but I get that all the time. Okay, well, if you're a man, then I could really talk to you like a man. Why don't you ever get on this live with me? All the times that you see me on here, we've been interacting. I've been respecting you, and I've been asking you to get on here with me, show your face, or have a live voice or anything. Why do you do this? Why do you constantly do this instead of having a live conversation with a man, a black man? You know what I'm saying? That's calling for you to have a conversation that would benefit everybody watching. We can disagree. It don't mean that we enemies. It don't mean that I'm right, or it don't mean that you wrong. Why wouldn't you have a conversation with me when I'm live? And it's way harder and take way more energy to type than it do to talk. It could be so much clearer. We can get straight to understanding with live man-to-man interaction. I don't understand that. I'm still trying to figure out the rules or whatever these new type of rules of social media, why men can't do that. I can understand females not doing that because they don't want to get embarrassed, or they voice will get to shaking, or they get upset and want to cry or whatever, something like that. But men ain't supposed to do that. Men ain't supposed to do that. You ain't never heard me cuss nobody out, never heard me call nobody out their name, nothing like that. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Help me understand it. It's so much that can be accomplished by men, especially black men. I don't know if you black, you say Ethiopian. I don't know if you descendant of slaves, Ethiopian. I'm not Tariq Nasheed. I'm not calling y'all tethers or nothing like that. I don't even do that. You know what I'm saying? My people is my people, unless you're acting like a tether, unless you're saying that, we don't deserve the specific reparations for what we've been through, then we can have that kind of conversation. But I'm not that guy. I'm very respectful. My track record is A1 by God's grace. You know what I'm saying? If you're Ethiopian, are you an Ethiopian Christian or original Christian, original Hebrew? If you're Ethiopian, then you very likely that you either Ethiopian Jewish or, you know, Hebrew or Ethiopian Christian. So you know what I'm talking about. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. But you know the Bible stories. If you're from Ethiopia, you know the Bible story that I'm talking about. So why wouldn't Trump do that kind of deal if he's Pharaoh and we're the descendant of slaves? We're the fulfillment of the Bible prophecy. If you are Ethiopian Christian or a Jew, then you know the prophecy. You know we, the descendants of slaves in America, fulfill that part. Ethiopians don't. I respect you too, bro. Where did you detect any disrespect? I'm trying to get my other phone to see if I can get on live. I'm trying to get my other phone. I told you last time I don't work. It doesn't work. So you're trying to get your other phone? Yeah, because I feel disrespected if I'm going to, going by feelings, because that's just weak excuse. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt because I thought you was a woman. Now that you said that you're a man, I have no respect for that. I have no respect for that excuse. I have no respect for that excuse. I read, write, and speak Ethiopian, but I am New African, aka Black man of North America. That's just... Show me. You said you got to get your other phone. Where's your other phone? Ain't nobody else in your house got a phone? You don't have a laptop? You don't have a desktop? Like, I just don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that. You don't have a laptop, you don't have a desktop, and you don't have nobody else in the house or with another phone. But you got so much to type. That's crazy to me. That is crazy. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? That takes up a whole hour just trying to track people down and shit to have a conversation. Anything that I missed, anything that y'all wanted to talk about, like I talked about some of the celebrities that's jumping out supporting these tricks, pile of tricks. The rappers that I'm gonna be going upside their head from here on out. I'm gonna force them out. I'm gonna force them to come on out. What else is going on? We said Trump at McDonald's. Trump. Oh man. Yeah. Randall Robinson, are the Gentiles in the Bible white people? Yes. That's what they represent. The Gentiles in the Bible represent the white people. Yeah. And the Hebrews are the real, Israel in the Bible. If we're going to get technical, Israel means Jacob. Jacob is Yaqub, right? So Yaqub is the maker, the genetic engineer of the Adamic race, the Adamites, the Adamic race, right? So they are the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? We were captives in the house of Israel. So a lot of people don't understand that, and that's a real technical whatever that, if I was arguing with a Hebrew Israelite or a black person that called themselves a Hebrew Israelite, we don't understand as above, so below, that there's two groups of people and two stories being told at the same time in the Bible. There's a God side of the story. There's a God Adam and there's a devil Adam. There's God, so-called prophets and bloodlines, and there's devil prophets and bloodline. And then certain key prophets are mixes, are merges of both. So Moses or Musa was a half original. He was mulatto. He was mixed. Just like Master Father Muhammad was mulatto, mixed. That's the whole purpose of this. This whole Bible purpose, God, devil business is race business. It's racial. It's all about race. You will never escape the subject of race in none of this. But the devils and the liars and the deceivers is going to tell you that it's not about race. No, God and religion and such, it's not about race. It's absolutely about race. Because you have to ask who produced the races and how were they produced? Why were they produced? Why are races provably more dominant or more recessive than the other ones? And what does that mean? The color red is not equal with the color black. The color yellow is not equal with the color brown. You know what I'm saying? They represent the power of frequency, the frequency of atoms and molecules. It can be seen in color. Color represents the potency and the power and the speed rate of atoms and molecules, elements. So people think, well, we all the same color under. No. Color absolutely is an indicator of the potency and the quality and the rank of something. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know color is the direct reflection and representation of power and potency? Did y'all know that? Yeah. So the above is the original people and the below is the non-original people. The God of righteousness, the original God, is the black God, and the God of the opposite is the opposite. That's why the opposite is ruling right now, because we made it in our image and after our likeness and gave it power and dominion in a time to rule. 6 days or 6,000 years. It's Sunday school, right? Y'all want to go into this a little deeper? Y'all want to go into the identity of God and devil? I might be speaking in a little code language because of the algorithm's sake, but y'all will get it. Y'all can understand it. Yeah. Nafisa, salute, peace and blessings to you also. Divine, wonderful day at church. God bless. Yes. Thought so. Okay, I'm scrolling. Most people say it's meant the heavens is the same as what's on the earth. Most people say it means the heavens is the same as what's on the earth. The earth is the heaven. The earth is the heavens. That's why we're ignorant, because we don't understand that the earth is the heavens. The planets are heavens. There is no location. There is no up or down in the universe. There is no planet or space that you can breathe the oxygen and not die and not and survive. The earth is the heaven. This the heaven for human beings. If you was born on Mars, then Mars is your heaven. If you was born on Neptune or Saturn, then your planet is your heaven. And we're in the heavens as we speak. We're floating around in the middle of nowhere on spheres, on living spheres. We used to be spheres. That's our original shape. That's our original universal form, is a sphere. You used to be an egg. You used to be a sperm. You used to be a cell. The planet is still that shape. The planets are still that shape. Anybody talking all this flat earth business, that's what I'm saying, bless your heart. That's incredible to me. Why would that matter? Like, and they say that the earth is flat, but then they say it's in a dome. That means it's not flat. That's not flat. You know what I'm saying? If you have one of the little, I mean, I'm not saying that's even true, but even if that's true, this is still not flat. Why would we want to waste our time with such foolish imagination, just wasting our life, trying to argue and rebel against something instead of fighting the real enemy that you see is in your face every day? Man, the earth is flat. I'm not going to follow y'all because the earth is flat. Yeah. Stay where you at. Stay in your flat earth world. Stay right there. Yeah, I know. That's my bro, Lord Jamar, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, you just apologized to Imhoff. I wouldn't have did that neither. So that we don't have to agree on everything, but what's the point? What's the point in saying that the earth is flat? What does that mean? Did that make you want to feel like you trapped? I'm trapped in a glass prison or something, and we can't escape the earth. You couldn't escape the earth if it was flat. If it wasn't flat, I mean, where you going? Where you think you're going? You can't breathe nowhere else. Why did we even waste our time thinking about this stuff? Your body is from the earth. Just think about that. Your body is made out of zinc, copper, phosphorus, magnesium, all this stuff that's in the earth, that's in the dirt, that's in the soil. That's what our bodies are made out of. We cannot live nowhere else. If we was born on the gas giant, one of the gas giant planets, and that planet that's made out of methane gas, and then we would be methane ass people. But we're made out of this heaven, you know what I'm saying? This heaven material. Why do we care what it's just incredible to me, man. We just got PhDs. We're masters at wasting our time and wasting our thoughts, wasting our life. We just masters at it. Masters at wasting ourselves. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. I always say, like, okay, well, you know, you got a telescope. You know, telescopes exist. You don't got to fly to be in space and just say, well, NASA is lying and all that. Okay, well, everything else that you can see with a high-powered telescope is clearly spherical. The moon, you know what I'm saying? All the other planets, you can clearly see them. I guess y'all think that we like in a baby crib and God just got them things dangling right in front of you, like ding, 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 ding. Like that's just decorations for us in this little prison, this little baby crib, flat earth prison and shit. Like we just 5150 with it. You know what I'm saying? If you blow a bubble, the bubble is not going to come out flat. Show me anything flat in human live organism creation. Flat earth, flat. Is your cells flat? You know what I'm saying? It's why bubbles don't come out flat or square or with sharp edges or, you know what I'm saying, one dimensional or two dimensional. Like it's incredible. It's just incredible. What benefits come from it? Is that like a demonstration of free thinking? Does that mean you're free? You're free of the laws of nature? Is that what you're trying to be? Is that what we're trying to be? To me, that's in the same vein as non-binary, and I don't have to be a woman if I don't want to. I'm not defined as like, all right, man. Y'all say so. Left lane hip hop. So you don't believe when you die you will be spiritually judged? Hell no. Spiritually judged? What is spirit? Spirit means atoms. Spirit means atoms and emotions. You want to hop on here with me, Left Lane? Hop on here with me real quick. I ain't got no beef with you, but I be so fed up with, people running from me and dodging, especially if they got good questions. I'm saying you got a good question, but I want to talk. I want to talk with somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just have people typing at me. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe when you die. I believe where I'm at. I believe that I can define and prove what the word spirit means. You know what I'm saying? So we're just doing imaginary concepts. Why wouldn't I be spiritually judged right now while I'm alive? I got a spirit right now. Why I gotta wait till I die to be judged? Shit, I get judged and shit. By every move I make is going to be an effect. For every cause is going to be an effect, right? Every stimulus is going to produce a response, right? Why would I have to die to get judged? Just think about it. Let's talk. Let's talk about that. You don't believe when you die you're going to get spiritually judged? Nah. I got a spirit right now while I'm alive. Yeah. Then there's silence. And then there is silence. You know what I'm saying? Nafis, so even when you blow a bubble, you need to have a shape of a hexagon. Even when you even when you blow a bubble, you need to have a shape of a hexagon. I don't understand that. If you blowing a bubble, you blowing a bubble out of a circle. Like if you got like the little things that you get your children, that's not a hexagon, it's a circle. No matter what shape it is, it's gonna come out circle. Whatever, no matter what shape the thing that you got the little dishwashing liquid stuff in, it could be a square, it could be a hexagon, circle, triangle. The bubble is going to come out circle. Some flat earth concepts come from water always coming to a level. Well, what does water look like in weightlessness? So water is never flat. You know what I'm saying? Water is never flat. Show me where water is ever flat at. Especially in space. That should be, or weightlessness. You can create your own weightlessness environment and blow a bubble of water or let some water fly. It'll be jiggling all around and morphing and all that. But once it stops, it's going to form what shape? A flat shape? It's going to get flat. It's going to get sharp edges. It's going to get straight edges. Man. So we're not even talking about no container it's in when it's not in a container. It's not in a container because that's why you can blow a bubble. A bubble is not in a container. The container that the bubble is in is called air pressure, equal air pressure, or equal environment pressure, because in space it ain't no air. So it's going to be a circle. It's just going to be equal nothing pressure going on each side, which is going to make it a circle. Why do we even have this conversation, man? Oh, Lord. I don't know, man. So certain things we don't have to go to outer space to prove. We can prove it in our own space. We can prove it in our own bodies. We can prove it in our own bodies. You don't have to go to outer space, even though you can get a telescope, but you can also get a microscope and look at your own bodies and cells and whatever. You won't find none of that. Ahmad Jabril, water is shapeless. Is it? Everything has a shape. Everything physical has a shape. Why do we just say stuff? It's interesting. I just gave the example of weightlessness, right? Because technically speaking, we're in space, right? Not technically, but literally, we're in space. The only reason why there's such thing as, weight, which you feel like I weigh 180 pounds or something like that, is because of motion. It's a rotation. It's a spin that causes gravity and electromagnetic magnetism or centrifugal force. That's what causes what you think is weight, how much you weigh in gravity. But if there's no spin, then everything, floats out into weightlessness. It will become circular because it's gonna take on the form of equal pressure. Equal pressure coming from all sides is going to produce what? A square, a rectangle, an octagon. Like, come on, y'all, man. Please tell me y'all playing. Please tell me y'all just trolling me. Please. Boy. Ahmad, you want to hop on here with me? I'm finna get somebody. Somebody finna get it. Y'all got me talking about this. Somebody finna get it. Since you want to keep going, hop on here with me, Ahmad. I might ask you about 2 or 3 questions and give you an example about something. People that want to hold on to certain concepts. Because then it becomes insulting or kind of disrespectful or something, you know what I'm saying? Because for whatever reason, we want to hold on to an unprovable and unproven idea or concept, which wastes so much time, It wastes a whole lot of time, but hey, we got time, I guess, right? So we think.
So, you hear me?
Yeah, where you at? I can't see you.
The camera and all that. So I'm like, man.
What'd you say now?
I said, can you hear me?
I hear you, but I want to see you too. I want to see your eyes. I want to see your circular, spherical eyes.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Salute.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was just repeating Bruce Lee quote when he said, like, you put the water in the cup, it would look like a cup. Put it in the bottle, it look like a bottle. So it doesn't have a specific form. You can form it in wherever you put it in. That's what I meant by that.
So do you believe weightlessness exists?
What is that?
Weightlessness, like if you go in space, how much do you weigh right now?
About like 190.
About 190. Do you know why you weigh 190? What's making you weigh 190?
That's the mass, like the left.
I'm just what force? What force is making your mass weigh 190?
No, that's a good question. I have no answer to that one. I can understand it.
Why aren't you floating around in space? You're in a car right now. Why ain't your car levitating and floating out into the atmosphere?
What you mean, like gravity or something?
You tell me.
You're gonna have to give me a minute to think, man. I don't want to just give you an answer without thinking.
I mean, you said it. You said it. You're 190 because of gravity, right?
Yeah, but now I just got on this to explain what I said. I'm not a.
No, we still on the same subject. No, we still on the same subject. So I'm trying to get you to see why gravity exists in the first place. Do you know why gravity exists?
I can understand it if be explained. I can't really give you like a quick answer because I'm not a native English speaker, so most of the stuff I translate. But I'm not making no excuses. But if I don't give you an answer right away, I don't want this answer without thinking. Certain things I already know because I already ran into it before. So I might give you a quick answer. But if this is the first time I get a question like that, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna have to think about it.
But you didn't think about the Bruce Lee one, right? The comment about
I studied that one. Yeah, I studied that one before. I liked it because I see what he was saying. Like I see what he was trying to say. Like he tell the person to be like water as a human being to try to imitate that kind of nature. You know what I'm saying? Not literally like that, but I see what he was trying to say from that perspective.
What is if you blow a bubble, what is that? Is that different than water?
That's another force, like air and water is vapor. more of like a natural force. But then,
So if what makes a bubble circle?
that balloon that you blow in,
No, not a balloon. What makes a bubble circle?
what the contents of the air or something. I'm not. I don't know really.
All right, so what shape would water take in space if you're outside of the gravitational pull of the Earth or any planet, and then you just let go of a little piece of water? What shape is it going to finally collapse into over time?
Repeat that one more time, bro.
Can you hear me clear?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just wanted to give you just an answer without understanding.
I said, what shape, if you get outside of the Earth's gravity or the gravitational pull of the Earth, and you in space where there's weightlessness, there's no weight, there's no gravity, and then you let go of a little drop of water, what shape is that little drop going to eventually collapse into?
Into the earth?
No, I said, what shape? Listen, brother, listen to me. I didn't say what planet it was going to fall back on. I said, what shape would that water form into over time after it stops moving?
Where did it get dropped at?
All right, bro. I'll be back. He said, where did it drop at? All right, but yeah, I just like to run those type of little mind experiments and just see, do we even think? We need to practice thinking before we speak, especially in public. And if you can produce, if anybody can produce proof of what your claim is, because I can produce proof of mine. Anything I'm telling you to do, we can go to the kitchen right now and get some little dishwashing liquid and blow a bubble, and everything I'm saying that you can actually run that experiment. You don't have to go to space to produce a weightless environment. There's weightlessness, little chambers or whatever, and you just run that experiment. You probably can go on YouTube and see for yourself. So but I guess it's not a waste of time if I'm making you think. If I'm making you think, then it's not a waste of time. So I'm not frustrated or whatever. I guess this is just the direction that we need to teach in, right? Yeah, right. I mean, even if it's pseudoscience and we can call it crazy, like that should inspire them to do experiments. Like bring the receipts, bring the proof, bring y'all experiments and y'all proof and all of that, and let's go. Theology of Time, Elijah Muhammad said that the universe and all the planets are egg-shaped, right? That's true, but not perfectly round spheres. This is leaving work for some other wise God or wise man. Yeah, but it's not flat. So, of course, I agree with that, but it's not flat because our heads is not flat. Our heads ain't perfectly round. The sperm ain't perfectly round. An egg, no animal's egg, chicken, bird, whatever egg is really perfectly round. So, but none of them are flat. There's no flat eggs. There's no flat sperms or no flat eggs, right? So why would we think Earth is flat? You know what I'm saying? You got a moon right around, like it's incredible. So the moon is fake. The planets are fake. So who is the God that got us trapped in this little Santa Claus globe, this little glass little globe thing? Who is that God then? Because clearly, I guess you're trying to say that it must be a God that made the earth flat that got us trapped. Who is that God? Let's identify him or her or it or whatever is Twilight Zone most high character that got us trapped in this This little shaky snow, Merry Christmas globe thing. Soldier Sorok. Water always finds its level. What's its level in space? What's its level in weightlessness? What is the universal shape that water will find in weightlessness? What is the universal shape of the planets? What is the universal shape of planets and stars? What is the universal shape of planets and stars? Is it flat? Is it disc? Is it disc shape? You know what I'm saying? Is it squares? Is it triangles? Is it pyramids? What is the universal shape of the universe? All you gotta do is show me. Anybody just show me. You want to hop on the live with me, soldier? I don't understand what you're saying because we're going all over the place. This is such a easy proof. I don't know if we want to just be super metaphysical. I don't know. This is such an easy proof. There's the link. You said a pressurized system requires a container. What is the universal shape of the planets? Are the planets pressurized? What is the universal shape of the planets? Are they pressurized and are they in a pressurized system? Hop on the live, man. Soldier Soul Rock. I never seen you before, so I respect, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to block you right away. But it's such an important subject. I don't want you to have an excuse like everybody has an excuse that hops on my live, except for Salute, bro, that just hopped on because that's his first time ever hopping on. But out of all the times I've been asking him to hop on the live with me, soldier, Soul Rock, and let me see you. Let me see your eyes. Let me see your circular eyes. You know what I'm saying? While you tell me about the pressurized system that requires a container. While you tell me that stars are illumination, so they are not a designated shape. While you tell me everything that we see with our circular eyes, which is circular and spherical in space, while you tell me that they don't have a designated shape. Oh, you say I'm good, bruh? No, you're not good, bruh. Actually, you're not good, bruh. Actually, you're not, because you're telling us all of our lying eyes are lying to us. You're not good, bruh. That's incredible, man. And I be trying to figure out, like, why would a human being be so rebellious against his own senses? Like, damn, I don't really exist. I don't really exist. What I see ain't really what it is. You know what I'm saying? The laws that I'm bound and governed by don't really exist. Do you feel like a slave? Do you feel like mad because you're a slave to the laws of nature? Like, do y'all think laws are slavery? So you want to rebel against the laws? You don't want no forces or no being to have that kind of power over you to where you have to submit to it? I'm trying to get in y'all's head and find out what the cause of such rebellious thoughts and imaginations against your own nature and against your own reality would come from. That's all. Trying to understand people. That's all. Trying to understand why we are in the condition that we in. Oblong shape. Yeah, egg shape. Like eggs. That's why it's called egg. Like our head is shaped like an egg. The sperm is shaped like an egg. Our eggs is shaped like eggs. Shit. So they're not perfectly round. Some is a little rounder than others, but generally speaking, There's no perfectly round shape among organisms. The planets and stars or whatever seem to me to be the closest thing to, spherical, the closest thing to a perfect spherical shape. And they're not perfectly spherical because it still is fluid to them. We just don't see it. There is a fluidity or a flexibility in their shape. King is cash. Flat earthers claim the sun, moon, and stars are in the dome with us. Okay. Even if that was true. So who put it there? Who's the God that trapped us in this dome? Is that supposed to make us feel claustrophobic and like make you panic, like make your spirit panic? Like it gotta be some kind of rebellious motive for that foolishness. That's what I think. I think it's designed by satanic, rebel, miserable people to make them make us want to feel trapped on earth like they feel trapped in a recessive bodies or something. That's what I think. That has to come from a recessive brain that wants other people to feel as trapped, you know what I'm saying, and claustrophobic in their weakness and shit as they do, and our weakness as they do. Flat earth dome. We're in a dome. Okay. Prove it. And what does that mean? Who put us in the dome? Who captured us in this little jar, in this little dome jar? Is he in the dome? Is he did he trap himself in the dome with us? Shit. Like who put us in the dome? You know what I'm saying? The kingdom. The Kingdom Hall. Who put us in the dome? The king? I would love to hear and see the explanations and the proofs and the receipts. They use the Bible to justify it. Oh, talking about the firmament. It was a firmament and all of that. All right, I guess. Somebody wrote the Bible though. So are you saying some supremely wise God wrote the Bible? So you believe in the Bible? It's a gang of stuff in the Bible that's totally preposterous. So you want to take that part and say this is the part that's absolutely literal gospel? Well, okay, well, show me the firmament, show me the dome, show me the flat earth. All you gotta do is show me. I'm from Missouri, the show me state. Madone, Kemet, I wonder how the meteorites crashed through that dome. Right, it's like Israel, Iron Dome. How they getting through? How they penetrating this little atmosphere? Then, how high up does the dome go? Just think though, for what though? Why, man? Why? Is that gonna get you free? Like, is that gonna get you freedom, justice, and equality? Saying that the earth is flat. What is that gonna do? I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna reach out for Lord Jamar then. You know what I'm saying? Reach out for my bro and see, if you're saying that that's what he believe, and if he has any receipts. Because if it is a dome, who domed us? Who put us in the dome? Right. And what does that have to do with the war, of Armageddon, the war against good and evil? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, y'all thinking that this is freestyle Sundays. This ain't freestyle Sundays. Start blocking people. Start blocking people. Because a lot of this stuff becomes a nuisance and a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Geo, what up, Geo? Should we as Black people support Palestine people? Yeah, we should support anybody that's suffering injustice, especially by people that hijacked our identity. All people was produced by us, right? Why wouldn't we be concerned? Why shouldn't we be concerned with all of the children of the planet that we produced? Shouldn't we support any child offspring that you have and make sure that they get injustice? Make sure that other offspring that we produce that might be foul is not doing them injustice? Shouldn't we support justice? Shouldn't we support freedom, justice, equality for all of our creatures, all of our races that we made? We so childish, you know what I'm saying? When nobody helped us when nobody else produced us. Why are you crying and looking at them like that when they didn't produce you? They're not your maker. They maker. We gotta fit. We're responsible for them. They're not responsible for us. Yeah, they should respect us, but your daughter don't respect you. Your son don't respect you. You got to find out why. And then you got to establish or make them, you know what I'm saying? Make them respect you. You produce them. They can say, I didn't ask to be here. F you. I hate it here. You know what I'm saying? That's what these little racists is doing. Some of them. I don't respect you, daddy and mama makers. You made us weak and recessive. You made us, this is like torture. We got to sit here and not be able to look like y'all look and enjoy what y'all enjoy. Our whole life is torture if we got to compare ourselves to y'all. So we gotta take responsibility and accountability for what we produce. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said there's people connected to Black Americans from other places they may not know of. Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't understand what you mean by that, but NW stance, respect to Lord Jamar, but brother's on something else. Yeah, he on something else with that one. But like I said, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. Why do we even have idle time enough to entertain that? What will come out of that? Okay, let's say the earth is flat and we're in a dome. Now what? What changes? Are you saying that so you can debunk the Bible or debunk the Quran so you don't have to abide by it? You don't have to go by that law because you proved that the earth was flat, or when the Quran and the Bible said it was round. So that means you don't have to listen to that. Like, what's the motivation? What's the motive here? What's the motive for looking for something like that? Oh, you talking about the Palestinians? Yeah. We support all of our people that's suffering injustice. Period. Whatever race, whatever color, whatever ethnicity, whatever religion. I hope I'm making sense to y'all though. Because I can't force y'all to believe nothing. I can't force y'all to agree with me. Definitely can't force you to like what you hear me say or like me or nothing like that. But I hope you understand. I hope y'all can understand what I'm saying. Understand the concepts and the arguments and the cases that I lay out. I hope y'all can understand it. I hope it helps you, strengthens you to think critically, to think more critically and see how courageous and bold, that you can stand on your testicles or your ovaries and and challenge anything challenged. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't mind being challenged. If you say the earth is flat, run it. Run your receipts. I'm going to give the same little examples that I just gave. You can't give me no examples. You're going to give me some imaginary, you know, HR puffin stuff, imagination stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you the planet. I'm going to show you the sun. I'm going to give you a telescope. You can afford a telescope, or we can go to the observatory. If you're in LA or you different places, you can go to one of these observatories and look for ourselves. Show me something flat. Show me anything else out there flat, but we're the only ones that's flat. We're the only ones that's flat. Everything else out there is just fake. Whatever type of God, Rembrandt, you know, Mona Lisa painter that can paint the whole universe full of things that's keep them moving and all of that. And there's, yeah. We don't even believe, like, I guess I can, I don't know. I can't really respect it, but I can understand the rebellion. I can understand the rebellion. Man, you out of here, man. I can understand the rebellion of just wanting to question everything. I can understand that. But it has to be done with respect and with reason. It has to be done, you know what I'm saying, with some provable steps. It just can't be feelings and imaginations. I'm just going to use my imagination like such and such said this and you got blocked. Anybody that comes with all this, you know, 5150 LSD, you know what I'm saying, I have to block you because you are just a distraction. You're just causing a nuisance when we all are trying to think, you know, rational. We're all trying to focus on, you know, conceptualize reality things, and you want to throw all this old fairy tale fantasy island shit into our brains while we trying to focus on reality. D square raps. Yeah, ninjas ain't never looked at bacteria in a microscope. All bacteria is either spherical or rod shaped. Hey man, are they flat? I guess it's and we steady talking about this multi-dimensional, man. It's 12 dimensions and all that. Why you stuck on 2 then? Why you stuck on 1 and 2 dimensions and you bragging that we multi-dimensional beings and all that? So yeah, these square raps, like, hey man, all we can do is what we can do. You know what I'm saying? Can't make them drink. You can lead them to the water. You can show them all of the signs, all the evidence, all the proof, all the receipts. But that's as much as we can do. Aaron them. So they're saying no North or South Pole because of a flat Earth doesn't make sense. Yeah, man. I mean, why try to make sense out of, you know, that same Bible? If you're going by the Bible, right? And they said it's a firmament and it would the darkness was upon the face of the deep and the waters and all of that. Where was the waters? You know, so if it's a firmament, then the same Bible say that Jesus didn't have no biological father. So the earth is flat according to the Bible, and Jesus didn't have no biological father according to the Bible. So those is the comparisons that we need to just hold out there as a reminder. Jesus didn't have no biological father. The earth is, I mean, human beings is only 6,000 years old, and the earth is flat. In that order. In that order. So my job, even though I ain't even on that, man, but I guess my thinking is valuable. I guess my thinking is valuable because it helps relax y'all mind and free y'all of this preposterous BS. Because we're gonna actually, like, people that we respect, we're gonna actually consider that, like, damn, this nigga made me have to think about the earth being flat and we trapped in a dome. Like, I don't want, like, why you want me to think that I'm trapped in a dome and shit? Why do you want me to think that? Do you know what I'm saying? Why? Why would you want me to think that? Why would you want me to think that we're trapped? Do you feel trapped? Nigga, do you feel trapped? I don't feel trapped. Whether we in a dome or not, I don't. If we was in a dome, I don't feel trapped. Why do you feel trapped? If we in a dome, that means we're being protected, right? You know what I'm saying? And we're living according to the laws of nature and the laws of divine creation or whatever. So cool. You know what I'm saying? Why are you trying to make a thing out of it? So what am I supposed to think? Am I supposed to feel a certain kind of way? The earth is flat. Why ain't nothing else flat? If the earth is the only thing flat, why is nothing else flat? So are you saying that we're the only life in the universe? We're the only planet and everything else is just a painting? Everything else is fake. Everything else is fake. And we're the only thing that's real. Then you start making all that old goofy LSD concepts, like it's all a matrix, it's all a hologram, and people don't exist and all this shit. Like, well, get off of here, because I exist. If it don't exist, you shouldn't be on here with me. You know what I'm saying? Because you falling for the hologram. You really alone. You really alone in your dome prison. And so stay in your alone dome prison. Don't come over here. Come over here. Come over here trying to infect our minds and shit. Oh man. Gadra Cube supposed to be on $1 million worth of game podcast. I wonder if he speak on that Wax song. I'm sure he is. He promoted it. He put it out. I'm sure he is. Apologies with the hexagon analogy. The sphere was regarding to soap. As for blowing bubbles with your hands with soap, your hand has to be in the shape of a hexagon. I performed that. I don't know. All good. It's all good. There's no such thing as a hexagon bubble, though. I don't care what shape it is, what shape that you blow from. It can be any shape, but the bubble is not going to come out nothing but spherical. That's what we're talking about. Sugar, peace to you. Greetings. Man. What else is going on in this bizarro world? In this idiocracy. Y'all ever seen that movie, Idiocracy? Idiocracy with what's the dude that was getting fondled, the black buff dude that played on Everybody Hates Chris, Terry Crews. You ever seen that movie, Idiocracy? Jim Brown. Bro, can you offer your interpretation of the Lord being a man of war? Yeah. But I'm not sure I understand your question. The Lord being a man of war, it's as simple as that. We can clear each word. If the word that you're concerned about is war or a man, you're concerned about the word war or the word man, Jim Brown, let me know. Because we can look at either one. War is natural. War is just struggle. The Lord is a man of struggle. That's all war means. War just means struggle. Everything in creation struggles. That's the nature of life, is to struggle. And the struggle causes pain, and struggle produces growth or evolution. You cannot evolve or grow or be created without struggle, without pain. So the Lord is a man of the laws of natural struggle growth that produces pain and then produces ease and pleasure. The Lord is a man of struggle. Shugil Cam, how more relevant are the words of Elijah Muhammad today, seeing how far things are along with America's pending destruction? Man, it don't get no closer. It don't get no more relevant. We at the end. We at the full apex almost of it. Yep. Sean Cooper, do the gods 5% call their females flat flat earth? Oh, that's a bar right there, Sean Cooper. Man, Sean say, do the gods, do the 5%ers like my brother, Lord Jamal, do you call your queen flat earth or your mother flat earth? Just anything flat about the black women. And it ain't nothing flat about our earth that we live on. Man, bars. Bars. Yeah, is our woman in a dome? Are they flat trapped in a Christmas dome? Man. Yeah, Jim Brown War. Okay. You know, struggle. The originator, you know, from the Islamic NOI theology, the theology of you know, God, the theology of time. Theology means the study of God and time. The God or the originator had to go to war with inertia, with things, you know, thing at rest tends to stay at rest, or a thing in motion tends to stay in motion. If darkness is eternal and infinite, it always existed in the forces, you know, in the darkness, the intelligence, the potential, the quantum, this and whatever, the anti-potential. And if that always existed, then something had to act on it. Something of a greater force had to act on it to change it into something, to begin a creation. So if the Bible say in the beginning, God, it says God created the heavens and the earth. The God has to be a man of war, because God had to go to war with the inertia, with the thing that was already doing, constantly being what it was and doing what it was. It was in the state and condition that it was. A superior force had to act on that, the material of the darkness, to do something new, to start something new. That's a struggle. That's an attack. He had to attack the condition of the darkness. He had to attack the condition of non-created things in order to create things. He had to attack darkness with light. All of that's considered warfare. All of that is a struggle to improve your condition. A struggle to bring into existence something that never was in existence before. All of that struggle. There's no such thing as an abracadabra easy creation. That does not exist. That's a false satanic concept to make niggas think we supposed to be lazy, or God, you know, supposed to do everything for us and we're not supposed to do nothing ourselves. War is the process of action. Motion is war. Motion itself is war, because you're fighting against non-motion. You know what I'm saying? So there could not have been a beginning if there wasn't war. God had to go to war with the darkness. God had to go to war with loneliness. God had to go to war with everything that didn't exist to produce what does exist. That's all war. It's holy struggle. It's just a struggle. War just means struggle. And struggle is ordained. Struggle is necessary. Struggle is absolutely needed. We need struggle. You can't grow without it. We won't advance. We won't evolve. We won't mutate without struggle. So who taught us struggle was bad? I don't do no struggle, love. You struggle. I ain't gonna struggle. Like, that's why women don't know how to be successful as mates. They don't know. They're not living in their purpose. Their purpose is to help, to be a help their man meet struggle, meet and overcome struggle. But they all the way turned upside down, inside out. That's why they lonely and miserable and failures, because they think that the man is supposed to be their helpmeet. No, The man's nature is to find a woman that's going to help him struggle. And the woman's nature is supposed to be, I need to help a man. I need a man that I can help struggle in the God struggle. Not the other way around. I need a man to help me like it's my program. That ain't your program. It's his program. Your nature, you was created to help him. You're not even satisfied if you ain't got no real man that you helping. Your nature is to help God, to help the man. And that's how you exercise your God powers, by helping a God, not by a God helping you. So the woman is supposed to think, I need to help a man. I need God, give me a man that I can help. Bring me a man, but y'all get it confused. Like, you know, you pick a loser, you pick somebody younger than you, somebody that you got to carry on your back like mama, and y'all got it confused because you never was taught how you supposed to interact with a man. You was taught how you supposed to interact with your son. We don't need that kind of help. We don't need a mama help. And we don't need a mama help. So just think about that. This feminism world is totally the opposite of that. They ain't thinking, I need a man that I can help. I need to help him, man. I need to, just like dudes like, man, I need a woman, man. I need a woman. Dudes ain't crazy as we are. We ain't gonna say no crazy shit like that. Dudes is gonna be like, man, I need a woman, man. Man, I need a good woman, man. I need a woman. Dudes ain't be like, I don't need no woman, man. I don't need no woman. That's let me see.
That's no bueno. That's no bueno. Your style, that's gator.
Yeah. That's any man saying that. Hit the like, man. Hit the like button, man. My wife and daughter came in, so I'm gonna have to jump off for a second and do my job and let my wife help me. Let my daughter learn how she's supposed to help her husband. And then I got to provide. So let me get on here and provide so she can help me with what I'm trying to provide with. And I'll be back shortly. Campaign Trail Sunday School Live.